Why are we fighting each other like the world hasn't already given us enough to survive? If you have a moment, welcome me for a minute. Black men versus black women versus black men, back and forth, post after post, argument after argument. And meanwhile, the bigger picture is still sitting there. The disrespect is still sitting there. The racism is still sitting there. The systems are still sitting there. The history some people still refuse to fully acknowledge is still sitting there. But somehow, we keep turning the pain inward. Yeah, I get it. Some of this pain is real. Some of these wounds are deep. Some of these conversations need to happen. Because healing can't happen if everybody is pretending they haven't been hurt. But at some point, we have to ask ourselves something honest. Are we healing? Or are we just passing the pain around? Because a lot of what we call preference is really trauma. A lot of what we call standards is really fear. A lot of what we call just how men are or just how women are is really generational damage wearing the mask of truth. And we keep repeating it like it started with us. But you know what? It didn't. Some of us inherited anger before we even learned language. Some of us inherited distrust before we ever understood love. And some of us were taught how to survive, but never taught how to be soft without feeling weak. So now we argue with each other like we're enemies, when really we're two sides of the same wound. And what makes it worse is how easily celebrities become the battlefield. People we don't know, people with normal human problems wrapped in money, fame, and attention. And somehow their relationships, their mistakes, their opinions become another reason for us to tear each other apart. But we have bigger work to do, much bigger work. Because if we can't even stand beside each other inside our own community, how are we supposed to stand strong against what keeps coming from the outside? Just think about that for a minute and sit with that. If we keep pointing fingers at each other, who's holding the mirror? If we keep calling each other the problem, who's brave enough to name the wound? All honesty, black men need healing. Black women need healing. Our families need healing. Our children need healing. Our love, most of all, needs healing. And no, that doesn't mean ignoring accountability. It means accountability without destruction. It means truth without humiliation. It means correction without turning each other into an enemy. Because the bigger picture is this: we cannot build a stronger future while using broken language from a wounded past. We cannot protect the next generation if we keep handing them the same pain and calling it wisdom. So maybe the question isn't who hurt who more. Maybe the question is, who's ready to stop bleeding on people who didn't create the wound? Because if we really want freedom, it has to start with how we see each other. No, not as a competition, not as enemies, not as stereotypes, but as a community trying to heal from things we never were supposed to carry alone. You know what? To be honest with you, maybe that's where the real work begins. Not with winning the argument, but with finally choosing to stop becoming another version of what hurt us.